switches so we could feel the sting of doing wrong. That set me straight on the road I'm still on. I am who I am, the product of a good woman loved by a real good man. I learned what I've learned by finding the right way in all of my wrong turns. I love what I love, I ain't afraid to say it, 'cause I'm damn sure man enough. That's what you need to see to get a picture of me.
All right, YouTube, you're listening to the Mike and Josh Show. This is Webesode number 13. We got special guest, and I guess you can call him my co-host for tonight, Dallas Rodgers.
What's up?
What's up?
Oh, man. It's good to be here.
All right.
Good to be here.
This is let's see, I can't hardly count, up to 3 or 4, but this is the next series show of our webisodes of the local music talent. We're having a good time doing it. We had Terry Cash in, we've had Double Run in, and now we got Dallas Rodgers.
Soon to be superstar. Just
superstar. Kidding. He's a superstar. But if you're listening, you already know where we're at. But if you happen to be turned on to the YouTube channel, we got a Facebook out there. It's www.facebook.com/The Mike and Josh Show. Of course, if you've caught it on the Facebook side, then our YouTube is youtube.com/The Mike and Josh Show.
Sweet.
Dallas, you doing all right?
Hanging in there, man. We spent the weekend, the first couple days of this week up in Valdosta. So
yeah, I know I called you. You were hitting the roads in, weren't you?
Yeah, man.
Or hit you up on Facebook or whatever I did. Somewhere, communication now is everywhere.
That's right. I was trying to book a couple shows up there, and
well, how did you get started doing all this? I know it's some crazy things going on, and you got a lot here and there. And what started you out?
Well, I met up with a guy, Mr. Lance Stinson, from Lumber City, Georgia, and he was playing a show at the White Horse in Fitzgerald one night, and I listened to his music on, MySpace at the time when it was very popular. And,
I don't know what that is no more.
I don't either. But I listened to some of his stuff and fell in love with his music, and I messaged him on Facebook, and I was like, this guy ain't ever gonna talk to me. I mean, well, I got a message back saying come out to the show and like to meet you. And at the time, I wasn't but 17. I wasn't old enough to get in, but he got me in the bar, and was pretty cool. And he rocked the stage that night, and he came up to me after the show and was like, "What you think?" And I said, "Dude, you're awesome." He said, well, thank you and all this. And we went back to the motel. I got invited to go back, and he said, what brings you to this? And I was like, I want to be a superstar.
Superstar.
He said, well, what do you got? So he gave me his guitar and said, play me something.
Uh-oh.
And I played him something. He's like, well, dang, And that's pretty much how it started. And, he invited me out on the road to come open up for him, and I'd done that. And we done that for the full 2010. And
so that went pretty good.
This done got me where I am today. So
open up for him went real good.
Yeah, man. We got to share the stage with a lot of major acts.
Yeah.
So
that's
fun.
Always good, especially when you're just starting out. I bet you were like starstruck or I don't know.
Something like that.
Crazy. Now you do a little bit of writing.
Yeah.
I know you told me you wrote a couple songs, but and you're just getting started. But what's the deal with the writing? Is that something that you do?
Something I love to do.
Something you love to do. Just sit around and write a song.
That's right.
Or try to. That's what I do. I try to.
That's
I think I got one song, and I had started it in ISS in high school. I'm 30 years old, and I ain't finished that sucker yet. No.
See, back when I was in school, I had a math teacher, Coach Striplin, who was my baseball coach. And he was the type of person, man, boy, if you wasn't paying attention in his class, he was all on you. And he would ask me a question, and I wouldn't hear it.
Yeah.
I'd be too busy back there trying to write a song. And when my report card came, you know, I was like, and he was like, "What we gonna do to fix this? Run a couple laps on the baseball field? What we gonna do?"
If you give me I'll run, baby.
That's right. That's right.
I know you play country. Who are your musical influences? I mean, is it just strictly country, or is it all over the board? Or
I grew up listening to all sorts of music, man, but I'm a diehard country fan.
Yeah.
And you know, one of my number one idols out there, hometown, Leesburg, Georgia, Mr. Luke Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's.
I'm loving his album right now too.
Oh, dude, 4 number ones already.
God Almighty.
4 number ones. And he ain't been doing it too terribly long.
Mm-mm.
So
you just heard about him, all of a sudden, bam!
Yeah, that's right.
Luke Bryan's everywhere.
Who's this guy? Wow!
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Hey.
That's right.
Oh, well, you've been on the road a little bit, like you said. You opened up for Lance Stinson, and you've done some stuff yourself. And you know, what are some of the craziest moments that you've had on the, and don't hold back now, because if you listen to the Double Run one, they got some. You need to listen to that one because they got something pretty bad.
Wait a second. Was there? Never mind. I know what theirs was. I listened to
okay.
it. Something to do with a B.
Yeah.
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 All right. Nah, man. I played a show in Statesboro one night, and my girlfriend sitting back behind me. Come say hey, sweetheart. She
You
said,
can
"That's
yell
okay."
at the mic, will pick it up.
She
Hey.
said hey. No, we was doing a show at was it Buffalo's? Yeah, we was doing a show in Buffalo's, and this girl, you know, just hopped up on stage and gave me like a big kiss on my cheek, and boy, I thought Beth was about to come off that seat out there and
Pull a Faith Hill, huh?
and I was like, oh God, and I had to turn my back and look towards the wall. I was like,
can she scrap?
I don't know, I ain't seen her. Can you? Yeah, she can scrap. She beats me up every night. I got bruises and stuff on my arms. It was last weekend. I could barely hold my guitar. It's crazy, y'all.
Oh, you abusing him, man! Oh, don't give me that look. No. I know me and you. We met. I was bouncing at the Hideaway, and you done some shows out there, and
good times.
And yeah, I've actually got some footage of that.
Really?
Yeah, and some pictures and stuff. Other than there, you know, where have you played? I guess we'll say locally, and when I say locally, within at least 100 miles. I mean, you played everywhere, ain't you? Pretty much.
Yeah, we done a bunch of shows up in Statesboro and Twin City and here in Fitzgerald, and we've done a lot in Valdosta, Albany. I've done a show down there at the Brick Oven in Ocilla. Mainly all over Georgia, man.
Yeah.
You know, Brunswick, all the coast.
Just hustling.
That's right.
Hustling. That's what you got to do.
Making a living.
That's what this music series, you know, it's to highlight the local talent, and you can't say, because it don't matter. Even Luke Bryant, and they started out local. They had to start out somewhere, and I've said that before, and I'll say it again. And that's why we got the different kinds of music to come on the show, because, you know, I heard a song today. You know, it was Kid Rock, and I don't know who this other cat was, but he was a rapper. You know, so you had the rock and the rap.
That's
it
right.
come together.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, people listen to all types of music, like you said. Even though you're diehard country, you listen to.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna listen to anything. Man. You know. And
our thing is, if the music can come together, this community can come together.
That's right. That's right.
And I think I've said it 3 times so far. I want everybody to listen on YouTube. Because, you know, everywhere we need to come together to make our place better.
That's right.
Okay, that's the end of my preaching. We're gonna go on with some more questions, but I want to hear one of your songs. I want, you know, kind of give a break on the talk, and let's get to some picking and some grinning. And
that's right. Picking and some grinning. You like to party?
I do.
You like
when I can get out.
That's right. You like going to the river?
I do. I'm going there this weekend, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet. This is for all you listeners out there on YouTube and all y'all alcohol drinking party son of a guns out there. This one right here is one of my originals that I wrote a couple months back. We're getting ready to put out a new tour coming out soon, and this is going to be one of the songs we're going to release on it. So it's called Hungover Again. Hope you enjoy it. Going down to the river next Saturday night. I can't wait to pop the top on that Bud Light. I'm gonna drop my tailgate, add me a few. I'll probably wake up tomorrow with a new hairdo. Yeah, I'm hungover again. I think I made me a new best friend. Yeah, I'm hungover again. I'm pretty sure I cheated on my girlfriend, and I tell you what, next weekend it'll happen again. Next Saturday night finally rolled around. I some cooler down. I'm headed out of town. Got a flashback from last weekend. Now here I am raising hell with all my friends. Yeah, I'm hungover again. Yeah, I'm passed out drunk with my buddy's girlfriend. Don't get no ideas. Yeah, I'm hungover again. Oh man, I can't even find my pants, and I tell you what, next weekend it'll happen again.
I think I've done that one time.
Oh yeah. Well, I woke up Sunday morning holding in my hand a fifth of bourbon. I threw it down and said that's it, 'cause my head hurts, I think it's time to quit. The next few days were kinda rough, and not having a beer, y'all know that stuff sucks. I'm headed to the store to get just enough, and then I'm off to the river to get messed up. Yeah, I'm hungover again. After that first sip, my head started to spin. Loco. Yeah, I'm hungover again. I hope I never feel this way ever again. And I tell you what, next weekend it'll happen again. Something like that.
I got some friends that don't wait for the weekend. Hungover again. Now, was the inspiration for that song a lot of beer, or?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I'm just playing. Just kidding, y'all.
Oh, now the music that you sing. Where can the listeners that are listening to this show? Where can they catch your music at?
Reverb Nation. I got one song on there that I've actually got done in the studio, and by the way, price of studios these days are just crazy. So I only really got one song on Reverb right now, and it's called Sure Hope Heaven Has a Dirt Road, and it's just one of my favorite songs that I've ever done.
Yeah, I did listen to that. It's an awesome song.
Appreciate it. And I lost a good buddy of mine a couple years back in a bad car accident, and I actually sat down and wrote that song for him and my brother, and they was two of the bestest friends you could ever possibly think of. And he was one of my real close friends too, and so I wrote that song for them too, and it's been a hit. I'm telling you, it's been something serious.
Does it got like a count on there on like every time someone listens to it? It does? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I've been doing. I always look at that count.
That's right.
Refresh it, see.
That's right. But you know, you can find it on Reverb Nation, and search my name or YouTube. Yeah. I got a couple videos on YouTube, and
so you got a YouTube.
Come out to a live show.
You got a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
What's the? I didn't.
The official Dallas Rodgers YouTube channel.
I mean, what's the URL for that? Is that Dallas Rodgers Country Music also, like your Facebook?
Or just
Yeah. Okay.
Just like it.
So I know you said that recording studios is outrageous. As far as an album or anything, about how far you think you?
So far, I got a good friend of mine over in Hawkinsville that I do studio work with at Riverview Studios, and this place is amazing, man. It's recorded in a house, and you walk upstairs, and it's nothing but recording, and you look out. I mean, you know, you got a normal window, then you got the whole back wall is nothing but a window. Looking out, and you're on top of the Old Muggy River.
Wow.
And it's crazy.
I bet that's beautiful.
Oh, man, it's very, very, very beautiful. And his name's Mr. Jeff Carroll, and we've got, I don't know, probably 5 to 6 songs recorded so far, and we going in in a couple weeks, and we're gonna record the 2 tracks for the Spring Break album coming out soon. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Speaking of the Spring Break tour, it's the Spring Break Hungover
It's gonna be
tour.
the 2012 Spring Break Hungover tour.
So what's the deal for that? I mean, I know that's probably in the works, or
we working on. We got a few dates in Valdosta, and we're gonna work on one here in Fitzgerald, but we mainly working the coast, Brunswick through, Panama and on down into Florida, and we're just trying to get some dates for the beach and just go out there and have a good time and show those
shorts and flip flops and a guitar, baby.
That's right. I know Luke Bryan's gonna be down in Panama the 13th and 14th. I think it's either 12th or 13th or 13th or 14th.
Yeah.
Down in Panama playing at Spinnakers, and if I ain't got nothing to do, if we ain't booked, I'm gonna be down there. It's gonna be a hell of a party. Blast. That's right. It's gonna be a blast.
We're gonna see some girls shaking it for him.
That's
huh?
right.
Yeah.
Shake it for me.
Excuse me. Whoops. I forget the
I
girlfriend's
forgot she was
back
back
there.
there.
Yeah. We all up in this radio show, huh? The places that you've played here, it don't matter here or around, what has been your favorite? I mean, I know some people call it, I've had this vibe, or the crowd was good, or, I mean, what's been your just awesomest place, if that's a word, to play?
I'm going to say Mershon, Georgia, out at Boatwright Farms. It's nothing but a huge field. They've had a lot of shows. They've had Luke Bryan come out there, and they've had Justin Moore. I actually got to do a show with Travis Tritt out there.
That's actually one of my influences. I love some Travis Tritt.
One of the coolest guys you ever meet.
Heck yeah. He's a Georgia boy, too.
That's right. Well, Mershon, and speaking of the major acts, we was actually just talking about this outside down. We done a show with Lee Brice and Jared Neiman down in Brunswick, down there at the fairgrounds, and I don't know, it's pushing it. One of them two was my favorite shows, and favorite place to play at was probably down there. We had huge crowds at both of them, and got to hang out with both of them, and it was,
So
awesome.
Are they jokesters?
Do what now?
Is Lee Brice and Jared Neiman, are they jokesters?
As in,
like, do they do pranks, or
yeah,
they do?
Yeah. Yeah.
You always hear, I've heard interviews with a lot of the country stars, especially Tim McGraw and Kenny Chesney.
Yeah.
They're all the time. I think at one time I heard a story where they had this glass floor, and Tim McGraw's mooning Kenny Chesney, and he's trying to keep a straight face.
I know. Lee Brice and Jared, they're real good friends, and speaking of the joke, they Luke and Lee and Josh Thompson, they was all on tour together for Tailgates and Tan Lines. Lee and Luke got together and toilet papered Josh Thompson's bus, and then they thought it was cool, and then Luke and them were playing. Lee was on the joke. Yeah, him and Luke was teaming up on but then Josh and Lee got together and pranked Luke.
Oh, no.
While Luke was on stage, they brought 2 billy goats out on stage. Out on stage. But I tell you what, one of the funniest ones was when you said Tim McGraw. It made me think of it. Luke Bryan got his wife bought him a brand new Jeep, an old-timey Jeep, brand new. Tim McGraw got some fake spray paint, stuff that will wipe off.
Yeah.
And hired a guy to come out and spray paint Luke's truck, or Luke's Jeep.
Yeah.
And he spray painted it. What color did he paint it? Blue. It was factory yellow, but they painted it blue. And Luke Bryan came out there, and I'm talking about he was hot, very hot. And then Tim walked up to it and wiped it. Dude, it was so funny.
I know he's Tim McGraw is probably as far as I know, it's the stories that I've heard. He is just the top jokester. He'll do anything.
He will.
And I love to hear stuff like that. And speaking of the bigger name acts and stuff, and I know you're coming up and everything, but where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I'm hoping, man, that it's a hard road to Nashville. It's actually, any job in the world, I think country music or being a musician, period, is going to be your hardest job. It's just like I explained to everybody. They get on to me for doing American Idol.
Yeah.
Not doing American Idol. Man, you just got so many more better people out there,
Yeah.
And they're like, well, why don't you move to Nashville? Well, I have plans to move to Nashville. the cost of living so high up there, and it's
Crazy.
just it's crazy. And up there in Nashville, speaking of high cost of living, our normal meal at like a Burger King down here in Fitzgerald will be like $12. Up there in Nashville, it's like 20.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But I mean, hopefully I'm gonna be living in Nashville and having a career, or a more better career, more known of career, in about 5 years, hopefully.
Well,
Maybe
you're pretty,
sooner.
You're pretty big around here. I mean,
we working on
your
it.
local fans
growing.
are pretty good.
Oh yeah, we growing. We packed the White Horse out the other night.
Yeah.
So it's all going good for us.
I hadn't been to the White Horse in a while, but since I've been starting this music stuff and all that, I'm gonna not have to. I actually want to, but
that's right.
My kid, my daughter's here. My daughter's here in studio with us. Say hey.
Hey.
And they're getting older, so I get to get out more.
That's right.
My wife will let me out more.
Got
I love you,
now.
baby. But I want to hear another song.
You want to hear another one?
Yeah. Something. Pull something out of your arsenal. Let's hear some of your good stuff.
All right, let's do this one right here. This one right here is called Georgia Boy Raised in the South. Maybe one day you'll see me on the Grand Ole Opry up in Tennessee. Till that day, I'll be right here farming this here land with this John Deere. But no matter what, I'll be the same man living this here life without a plan. And man, I cast my reel, I till my farmland. I made them 100-yard shots from my old deer stand. I wear my boots year-round, my dirty white tees. I got my camo hat, my old Wrangler jeans. The city boys can't do it quite like me, so I'll say it now, loud and proud. I'm a Georgia boy raised in the South. Growing up in the South made a man out of me. Now look at me, headed up to Tennessee. Got my guitar in my right hand. I'm gonna get a record deal with a one-man band. Play these songs and pick these here chords. I got my own ideas and I don't need yours. And man, I cast my reel, I till my farmland. I made them 100-yard shots from my old deer stand. I wear my boots year-round, my dirty white tees. I got my camo hat, my old Wrangler jeans. The city boys can't do it quite like me, so I'll say it now, loud and proud. I'm a Georgia boy raised in the South. Man, I cast my reel, I till my farmland. I made them 100-yard shots from my old deer stand. I wear my boots year-round, my dirty white tees. Got my camo hat, my old Wrangler jeans. The city boys can't do it quite like me, so I'll say it now, loud and proud. I'm a Georgia boy raised in the South.
All right, let's clap for him.
That's right.
I had a question that popped up in my head. You've played with Travis Tritt, Lee Brice, Jared Neiman. You've talked to those folks. What kind of? I know they had give you advice. I know
Yeah.
I know you probably asked him some questions. So what was some of the stuff that stuck?
Mainly, honestly, it's just to keep going. Don't give up.
Yeah.
And, you know, just like everybody else explained, you know, it takes a while.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a while to make it. You got to be around the right people to make it. And sometimes nowadays, if you don't have the money, you're not going to make it. You know,
Yeah.
some people nowadays are not doubting nobody, but there's people out there in country music that they're good, but they're not good, that bought $1 million record label,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a record deal. And I want to do it the old-fashioned way. I want to get noticed. I don't want to have to buy my way. Just like Lee said, don't never give up, you know.
You know, you want to pay your dues and get it done.
Exactly. What's crazy about that, speaking of Lee, I've done 2 shows with Lee so far.
Yeah.
One was in Nichols, Georgia. The other was in Brunswick. Well, I hung out with him in Nichols. Never thought I'd be able to do another show with him. Well, we was me and my girlfriend were backstage at Brunswick, and he walked up and was like, "What's up, dude?" I was like, "How do you remember me?" He's like, "I remember everybody that pretty much opens up for me."
Yeah.
And that's when we started talking about it and all that. So
Yeah, I seen him. I was looking at some YouTube stuff, and I didn't know he was writing way before he started really singing.
Yeah.
And he has some
wrote a
some
#1
songs.
for Garth Brooks,
Yeah.
man. How
I
do
was
you
like,
do that?
man? Yeah.
You know?
And I'm
How?
still working on the one from 9th grade. Yeah. Oh man. Let's say the dam breaks and Dallas Rodgers made it big. You're from a small town, and I've heard some stuff like that Luke Bryant's done and stuff like that. But how would you give back to Fitzgerald? This is your home. What's I think I've seen somewhere where you said or you've wrote or something like that you'd like to just do some concerts around here and
That's right. If it was to happen where I made it, you know.
what you do the concerts now anyway.
Oh yeah, and if I was to make it, I'm always gonna be Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be.
The Big D.
Yeah, yeah. I'm never gonna be. I'm always gonna be me.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be from Fitzgerald.
The Georgia boy raised in the South.
Fitzgerald's always gonna be my home. Just like I got a song called Nashville Bound, and the very last part, it's like I'm Nashville bound, well on my way, but my heart lies in South Georgia, and it's there to stay.
That's right.
So
That's right.
and,
As I say, don't ever forget where you come from.
won't never do it, man.
Yeah.
Won't never do it. And I'm sure I'll do, 2 to 3 shows a year in my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably do a Christmas one, and then I'll probably do,
So we're gonna see Dallas Rodgers dressed as Santa Claus
That's
with
right.
a guitar.
maybe,
Yeah.
if you're lucky, maybe.
Put you a pillow,
That's
because
right.
you ain't as big as me.
Nah, I'm a little small guy.
Yeah. Give us the information on your Facebook and all that, and any contact information and.
You can look me up on Facebook at, just Facebook dash Dallas Rodgers Country Music, and like I said, look me up on Reverb and all that. I don't have a MySpace. Well, I do have a MySpace, but I don't get on it no more. I done forgot my password. So.
Oh,
I
got
do have
me and Josh has a Twitter account, and we don't even know where that went.
I got a Twitter account.
You
If you got Twitter, you can add me on it.
You can follow Dallas.
Or follow me. Follow me all over the world. Come see us in the show.
That's right. Mike and Josh has a Facebook, and we're at facebook.com/The Mike and Josh Show. You can also find Webesode number 13 with Dallas Rodgers on youtube.com/The Mike and Josh Show. You know what? Play one more for us.
One more?
One more. Do us something fast. One more, and we'll just cut out. Because Fat Boy's ready to go to bed.
Let's do the one with let's do this one. We're gonna do Spring Break in Panama. If I can remember how it goes. This is the one we're gonna put on the Spring Break album, so. Getting that time of year again. We got a full tank of gas and a cooler full of Miller Lite. It's gonna be a wild night Me and my friends are Florida bound. We got a jacked up Chevrolet loaded down, ready to have some fun. Oh, we're gonna have some fun. Spring break in Panama. Spring break in Panama. Beer pong on the beach. Pretty girls in bikinis walking by us. Damn, son, you can't beat this. Spring break in Panama. Spring break in Panama, yeah. This next line really happened, y'all. Walking down the strip at 3 a.m., stopping car to car, drinking beer to beer down on Front Beach Road. Damn, my Miller Lite is getting low. Spring break in Panama, yeah.
Can't have that happen.
Spring break in Panama. Spring break in Panama. Spring break in Panama. Spring break in Panama, yeah. Spring break in Panama.
Keep on playing. Keep on playing.
Keep on
Keep
playing.
on playing. All right, we're gonna close it off with Dallas Rodgers picking the guitar. This is the Mike and Josh Show. Don't forget to look us up on Facebook, YouTube. You can check out Dallas Rodgers there also. We're Mike and Josh. Sorry Josh couldn't be with us. We're having fun tonight. So we'll see you later. Take it easy. And make sure if you go to spring break in Panama, don't drink too much.
That's
or at
right.
least walk.
Y'all take care now.